This is NDTV and you are watching NDTV Prime.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
What if Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store? What if Christmas perhaps means a little bit more? Here's wishing all our viewers of NDTV Prime and rising stars of comedy a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
How many of you have been beaten by a chappal? No, don't get me wrong. My mother never hit me with a chappal. Nah. She used to throw the chappal. We used to call her Wi-Fi mom. She'd be in one corner, you'd feel her impact everywhere else. I was actually telling this joke in Chennai, and they were like, in Chennai, it is considered a deep insult to be hit by the chappal. I'm like, really? In Delhi, it's considered damn good parenting? And those of you who didn't raise your hands when I asked who's been beaten by the chappal, liars. See, that's why there are trucks on our national highway with single unmatched chappals hanging behind them. On the back, it even says, "Maa ka Aashirwads."
अच्छा मैं रिसेंटली घर गया था तो डैडी के साथ मैंने टीवी देख रहा था देन आई रियलाइज कि डैडी के साथ दो चीज़ें कभी नहीं देखनी चाहिए एक तो पॉर्न वो आपको पता क्यों नहीं देखनी चाहिए दोनों की सेम एक्ट्रेस फेवरेट हो सकती है और दूसरा है बागबान मतलब बागबान ऐसी मूवी मेरे डैडी देखते ऐसे जब मूवी खत्म होती है उनको घर से निकालने वाले हैं यहाँ पे आ दी एंड चलो पापा निकलो शाबाश हम बैग ले जाओ अच्छा हल्ला रुको बात सुनो और दरवाज़ा बंद कर देना चाहते हुए तो मूवी देखते रहेंगे वो मूवी देख रहे हैं तुम्हें पता है बेइज्जती होनी है तुम चुप करके रूम में चले जाते हो अभी तुमने कुछ करा भी नहीं है मूवी खत्म होगी तुम्हारे रूम में आके बोलेंगे तुमसे ये उम्मीद नहीं थी मैं कहा मैंने करा क्या है तुम अभी डिफेंड कर रहे खुद को मम्मी आके बोलती कि छोड़ो बच्चों ने देना ही क्या हमें
And here's the thing, my wife didn't want a son, she wanted a daughter. She wanted a daughter so bad that she would do anything for it. So she went to a temple where the Pandit ji told her कि बेटा अगर हर हफ्ते 1 किलो बर्फी चढ़ाओगे तो लड़की होगी, हर हफ्ते 1 किलो लड्डू चढ़ाओगे तो लड़का होगा. She wanted a daughter, हर हफ्ते 1 किलो बर्फी. After 3 weeks, suddenly 4th week laddu. I'm like, darling, what happened? I thought you want a daughter. She's like, yes, I do, but the other day I overheard your mom saying कि मैं तो पोते का मुंह देखे बिना नहीं मरूंगी.
I don't know if this happens in India, but in America, when my wife and I were planning to have kids, our friends with kids of their own offered us a weekend with their kid. Right? They're always like, oh, you're planning to have kids? Come spend a weekend with my kids. Now, my wife and I had been planning to get married for 2 years. Nobody offered me a weekend with their wife.
पंजाबी मॉम्स का ना दिस इज वन मोर थिंग लाइक जो मेरे साथ हुई है बचपन में दे डोंट नो एनीथिंग अबाउट बेबी प्रोडक्ट्स कि बेबी प्रोडक्ट्स नाम की भी चीज़ होती है मार्केट में उनके लिए सारे बेबी प्रोडक्ट्स और सरसों का तेल संडे के दिन उठेंगी 11-12 बजे धूप आई है तीखी धूप चली हुई है ऊपर सरसों के तेल से मालिश करके ना बच्चा धूप में लटा देंगी अब यहाँ के बच्चे होते हैं जॉनसन बेबी प्रोडक्ट्स इनकी मालिश करो ना पप्पी लेने का दिल करता है उठाओ मेरा बच्चा कितना क्यूट है मुझे कोई उठाता था नीचे रख देता भैन बच्चा है सनों के तेल में पकौड़ा तलाइए
It's some 5:36 in the morning now and we're driving in the jeep and we're in the middle of the jungle and as soon as we stop what happens is we see a lion in the distance it's an African beautiful lion. It's a beautiful creature, man. It's beautiful. And it's far away in the distance, this lion. And all of us are looking at this lion, at this beautiful, majestic creature do its thing, just amazingly stand there in the jungle, when an Indian has an idea. And he's like, guys, I know how to make that lion come closer. No, guys, really, I know how to make that lion come closer. How? He breaks a piece of his chakli and he goes...
Rich people, this is the other thing. Now at 40, everyone's supposed to pretend like we're doing well, right? So you go out to dinner with other friends, wives, whatever, we all go out for dinner. Everyone has to jump when the bill comes. Jump to pay. I'd love to be that one guy who's like, pay. You're a comedian, yeah. Just this is, the other day I went for dinner, one guy got up, the waiter, I feel bad for the poor waiter. Because they all come like, he's just started, he came from Bihar yesterday, started today. Poor guy, he's just learning words like risotto or whatever. Then they grab him. One friend of mine, he grabbed him because he gave the other friend the bill. He grabbed him. How dare you give him the bill? That waiter was superb. He said he looked like he can pay.
हर किसी का जाट दोस्त होता है मैं क्लास में और कोई तुमसे बोले ना जाट लोग दिल के अच्छे होते हैं पक्का समझ लेने से 4-5 थप्पड़ पड़े लाइफ में मेरे क्लास में जाके जाट भाई संदीप की तरह कह रहा भाई मरे ना पता रायबरेली चला गया मैं रायबरेली कैसे चला गया कैसी बात करो उसका बैग गया पड़ा बाप उसे मारेगा रायबरेली कैसे गया पीछे जाके अशोक ने बताया जैसे बोलने नहीं जा रहा लाइब्रेरी कह रहा है ये
I had 18 people in my house growing up. 18 people, like, yeah, wow, exactly. It was like a country. I used to call it Nepal and all. Like, so, 18 people growing up. My house was so crowded, I had to look both ways before crossing the living room, okay? So, and when you have so many relatives in one house, you get freak advice all the time. And there's this piece of advice floating around. Whenever there's an unhappy marriage in India, there's always one relative who goes up to you and says, to save your marriage, have a child. You've heard this, right? A lot of people have said it also, I'm sure. Like, it's pretty... Like, what a stupid piece of advice. To save your marriage, have a child. Imagine the pressure on the unborn child. He's no idea what he's getting into. Absolutely no idea. Usko paida hoke IIT crack karna hai, dowry lena hai, mummy papa ka shaadi bachana hai. Wow.
Any foodies in the audience, give me a loud cheer. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Because in Delhi, there's all sorts of cuisine. There's Italian, there's Asian, there's Pan-Asian, there's Bihari. Of all things, imagine getting Bihari food, getting litti chokha in a city where real estate prices drop with butter chicken. In fact, even today, you go to some pockets of West Delhi and you say litti chokha. The guy turns around and says, Tera baap litti chokha hoye.
Like, I have this dictionary at home, and on the back it says made in China. Does that mean that the definitions are made in China? Wouldn't that be awesome? Definition of ironic. Ironic. If you have a bowl of rice, but you have only one chopstick, how you gonna eat? It's so ironic.
Low on Christmas cheer? Do what I do. Ask Santa for some cheerleaders.
हाँ जी सरला बहन जी सरला बहन जी NDTV तो फोन आया है वो कहते ने मेरे नाल कोई शो करना है जिथे मैं गल्लां करांगी सरला बहन जी मैं ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸੱਦਾਂਗੀ ਐ ਨਾ ਸੋਚਣਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਬਣ ਗਈ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਭੁੱਲ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੀ ਸਰਲਾ ਬਹਨ ਜੀ ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਨਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਐਕਟਰ ਸ਼ੈਕਟਰ ਬਹਨ ਜੀ ਉਹ ਆਣਗੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਚਾਹ ਵਾ ਪੀਣ ਮੈਂ ਸੋਚ ਰਹੀ ਹਾਂ ਨਾਲੇ ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਮੱਠੀਆਂ ਬਣਾ ਲੈਣੀਆਂ